So I started to do a post a couple weeks ago and never got around to writing the right words for my endorsement for Jeff Cotton. And I got to thinking about this. I was out, I've got this little wagon here that my kids love to take a rides for, and it hooks onto the back of my mower here. And so I was up on my flags, and I just, I got to thinking about my oldest girls just turned 4, and they're twins, Reagan and Liberty. And the next time we have a commissioner election for District 3, my girls are going to be 8 years old. And if we have a 2-term commissioner, they're going to be 12 years old. My youngest son, or my youngest son at the time, my wife's pregnant again, so my youngest, hopefully he's a boy in there. He's going to be like 6. And it's just crazy to think about how fast my kids are growing up. And I got to thinking about this commissioner race, and a lot of people are excited about the sheriff race, and it is a very, very important race. But you take me back to 4 years ago, I didn't even know what a commissioner was. I didn't know what they did, how much real influence they had, and how important and significant they were to my life and my kids' lives too, and what kind of community and county we have. Just because, they really are, instead of having one person who's like the president of the county, you have a board and you've got 3 people. And collectively, they are the executives of the county. They run the county. They're the executive branch, just like a governor or a president. And so who those people are is pretty important. And I got to thinking about all the reasons why I had decided I was voting for Jeff Cotton. And there's a lot of them. I got a chance to meet and get to know Jeff Cotton really over the phone. This was probably 2 years ago. Over the last couple years, we connected in the primary of 2024, and we started talking about issues, and we started talking about fiscal issues, and we started talking about property taxes and school boards and a lot of different things. And he was just a guy, every time I talked to him, I learned something new. And I really got a feeling that this is somebody who understands. There's a lot of people who complain about issues, and they really only show you one side. Jeff was one of those guys that every time I would talk to him and I would hear concerns he had or different things he would educate me on, he kind of gave me the full picture. And I knew that because I go talk to other people, and I kind of put the pieces together, and I just thought, man, this is a guy who really gets it. And he's empathetic, he's understanding, he comprehends well, he communicates very well. There's not a lot of things that really get him riled up, which I think is good. A good temperament is another reason why I'm voting for him. Good understanding, good temperament. And I think one of the things that probably one of the greatest, admirable traits around him is he's a very kind man. And you just look into his eyes, not to sound like weird or anything, but he can be talking to somebody who's mad at him or somebody he doesn't even know. If you observe him with people, he is a very kind and understanding, empathetic man. But he's also very, hey, business is business, dollars are dollars, what makes sense makes sense. And when you rolled all that together, and I was pulling my kids around on this cart, and I passed the Jeff Cotton sign that I had in my yard, I started thinking about all the reasons why I was voting for Jeff Cotton. And those are some of the ones that came to the forefront of my mind. And I just remember thinking, as I got my 4 kids crammed into this little red wagon, that's not just, that's a trusted vote. That's a vote. I'm casting my ballot on May 5th, and I'm voting Jeff Cotton because I really trust that not saying anything negative about the other candidate. I'm just saying Jeff Cotton has some he ranks very, very high on some very key qualities and character traits that I think are going to make for a better Dearborn County that my kids are going to grow up in. And so, man, I just really encourage you to get out and vote on May 5th. This is a generational election. It is for my kids, and it's for you, or it's for your grandkids, or it's for your kids or somebody else. Get out and vote. I really think we're going to have a better Dearborn County with Jeff Cotton. Vote May 5th.